It is truly, truly a very special occasion to be on the stage with you, Maxime, and this immensely talented group of individuals you have assembled as part of your Ontario team for the upcoming 2019 federal election. And I'm greatly privileged to be part of this team with you, Maxime, as our leader. Merci. Merci beaucoup. Every federal election is important. Yet, in retrospect, some are more important and more critical than others in the life of a country such as ours. But going into this 2019 election, we can say with a great deal of certainty that this election, for a number of reasons, will be a crossroad election, and the future of our country hangs in balance, as was the election in February 1980. In 1980, Quebec's separatism threatened the unity of our country. Today, it is the twin forces of globalism and Islamism, joined at the hip, that threaten both the unity of Canada and its liberal democratic culture founded on the principle of freedom based on individual rights. Globalism as an ideology points to a one borderless world administered by international organizations such as the UN and its agencies, while nation states are viewed as obsolete and requiring dissolution, as the German Chancellor Angela Merkel recently noted. Islamism, or militant or radical Islam of the Muslim Brotherhood, of the Iranian clerical regime and their offshoots, are at war with the West and the modern world of democracy, and bent upon pushing their global agenda of Sharia compliance. Globalism and Islamism joined together is the elephant in the room, and we cannot seriously address any of the issues that demand our attention, whether it be policies pertaining to immigration and domestic security, or the economy, or jobs in Alberta's energy sector, and in southern Ontario's auto and auto parts industry, or about the health and welfare of our people, or foreign affairs and defense of our country, without taking into account the elephant in our room. But both the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party are fully committed in publicly denying the presence of this elephant in the room. The only difference between the two parties is that one is willing to ride the elephant and the other is seeking to hide from the elephant. We in the People's Party with Maxime Bernier are the only people in Canada at this time in our history endangered by globalism and Islamism, fully prepared to engage in a national conversation about this elephant in the room and how it subverts the national interest of Canada. For we recognize without any ambiguity how, in failing to contain and defeat these twin forces, Canada will roll down on a fast track to become a laboratory of the globalist Islamist agenda. Justin Trudeau proudly proclaimed Canada has no core identity and is a post-national state. This is Trudeau's slogan, wrapped in virtue signaling, as he adopted UN Agenda 2030, the Paris Accord, and UN Global Compact on Migration, which together radically weaken Canadian sovereignty. We, the People's Party of Canada, will have none of it. "75 years ago, this past June, Canadian men and boys 18 and older landed on the beaches of Normandy, France, in the face of fire in defense of freedom. Their courage and heroism helped smash the Nazi monster and bring about the defeat of Hitler and the Third Reich. They went beyond Canada's borders and across the seas in defense of freedom. They were the warriors of freedom. Today, freedom, most importantly free speech, which is the mother of all freedoms, is under siege right here in Canada. Political correctness and the passage of Motion 103 to abridge and censor free speech in the name of Islamophobia illustrate how precarious at present is freedom in Canada, when Canadians were known and respected around the world for standing in the front line in defense of freedom at home and abroad. But we in the People's Party of Canada, with Maxime Bernier as a leader, are today's warrior for freedom. As for those Canadians landing on the beaches of Normandy in the summer of 1944, we are their faithful sons and daughters. And in our watch, we will not allow Trudeau to erode our freedoms, and we will repeal Motion 103. It is only in a free country where the potential of free individuals may be fully realized. So please, please join us and help Maxime and the People's Party of Canada in the 2019 election to be your representative, your tribune, your voice, your warriors, always standing on guard for Canada. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
If you've enjoyed this presentation, visit justrightmedia.org for more programming that's not right-wing, it's just right.